Hello, everyone. Welcome to Upstage Rewind. I'm your host, Missy Chrissy, or Chrislyn Lashington, if you need to sign me some checks. We are live today with a living legend, hailing all the way from Jamaica. He's going to be joining us in a short. So, guess what? You don't want to miss this conversation. This is the time when you call up your sister and your brethren, your nana, and your cousin, everybody, and let them know we are live right now on Upstage TV show. You can definitely share the link, and of course, you can follow, subscribe. Make sure you're subscribed so you get notifications every time we're live having conversations with people in the entertainment industry, in the creative industry, not just in Grenada, but in the entire Caribbean, as well as the Caribbean diaspora. This is the space where we discuss all things related to that sector. So, before this legend comes up, and I'll probably say, maybe I'll say, Earth Run Red, just to give you a little teaser in case you can't read and see what's on the screen right now. But I'll give you just a little preview as to what went down on Carnival Sunday. You know, we did Beach Bum and it was fantastic. So, in case you missed it, in case you want a reason to make sure you're booking your ticket for next year, here is a little bit on Beach Bum.
Jaja bless we, so we must smile.
This kind of music does make the sun shine so.
Take me where plenty faces.
Every creed and every races.
This energy we can't waste it.
No, no. Hey, tell them this is heaven on earth. It's time to show the whole world.
This is the way we celebrate love. By jumping up, walking up.
This is the way we celebrate love. By jumping up, walking up all day.
Giving nobody else all the while for me, and she not giving nobody.
Come wine up in the water. You say shake up your body in the water.
And she wine with stamina, and she move with energy.
In the water, in the water, in the water, yeah.
Lean up and pencil.
In the water, yeah. In the water, in the water, in the water, yeah.
When you looking kinda pretty, I don't like. Events looking kinda stable, see them. The whole place in a maze. Warm to them. I spend my money, so don't tell me about me behavior. We don't come here for long time, you know my team don't play that. We come to give this venue a makeover. So if you're not here for that, you better take a step back. I never know a human could have fly until I drink the rum and then I try.
Headways.
Love and Spielberg.
This is joke.
Lindsay and Grenada.
Here we go. I call it real spill. Real spill. Real spill. Real spill. Headways. Real spill. Real spill. Real spill. I just want to get my head lashed up. Think I'm playing this carnival? No. All I want is rum. Come again. I just want to get my head lashed up. Me and all of me dirty friend going drink a lot of rum. Let me do this thing. Rum, 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 rum. Head lash up. Rum, 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 rum. Boy, play rhythm. Wow. Mission. Head lash up. Come again. No.
Yes, indeed. Wow. Lots happened, as you can see. It was a ball of a time, but of course, you know, we do it every year at Beach Bum Carnival Sunday. So definitely stay tuned for 2024. I have to big up all the people who played with our traditional Sailor Mass band upstage. Mass, big up to every single one of you. And we are planning big things for next year, Carnival. So stay tuned to that one. Now, listen, we have a living legend in the building, joining us from Jamaica. He is a true ambassador for real, authentic reggae music. He is the person behind hits like Eartha Run Red and Brown Skin, you know. And we're definitely so pleased to have him join us here on Upstage TV show. And I think the last hint I could say is na 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 na, right? It is Richie Spice. Welcome. He is live on Upstage. Big up yourself, Richie. What's going on?
Yes, yes, greetings in the name of His Imperial Majesty and Brother Selassie, I Jah Rastafari. Give thanks for life, health, and strength. Give thanks for this time. Give thanks for being here with you. It is a pleasure being with you and upstage right now, up and running. Give thanks. I know.
Thank you. Thank you for blessing us there. I feel like that's
Yes.
a good way to start, definitely.
Yeah.
Richie, when was the last time you were in Grenada? It's been a while.
Yeah, it's been a while, It's been a while, but my heart, and my spirit is there with you all. Yes.
Good stuff. I had the pleasure of coming to Jamaica early on this year for the Island Music Conference, and I
Yes.
fell in love with your country. Honestly,
Mhm,
Jamaica is
mhm.
amazing.
Yeah, it's a nice vibe. It's a nice country, nice people, nice atmosphere, and good vibe.
Which part
Yeah.
of Jamaica are you from?
From in I arrive from Saint Andrew. Yeah.
Okay,
Mm.
okay. We have a St. Andrew here in Grenada as well.
Yeah, that is great.
Yeah, yeah,
We
yeah.
are all one. We are one people.
We are indeed. We are indeed. We are in, and that's actually where I started. I started in St. Andrew, so we're both from St. Andrew.
Oh, great. So great.
Now, I would love to know, Richie Spice, when did you fall in love with reggae music?
Um, I don't know if I should say I fall in love with reggae music, but it's like it becomes like it's an inborn thing that it becomes a part of me. I born with it. Yeah.
Nice. So
Mm.
you've been performing reggae ever since you know yourself. You can't remember an age that you started.
Um, at a tender age, but I mean, the whole reflex to go back, you cannot recall, because the amount of years that I did in it, but from a tender age, like out in 20s, so yeah.
Nice. And who were your influences, or what was that time like for you?
Well, I mean, growing up, I mean, I grew amongst my parents, like brothers, and mother and father, brothers and sisters. I used to have a brother, my bigger brother. I used to work at a radio station where he normally bring in the record and he had a turntable. So every Sunday, like Sunday when it reached 2 o'clock, Sunday evening time, that he would string up the turntable and he started to play some songs from that time. So growing me now was people like the songs that he used to play was like people like the Bob Marley and the Wailers, the Burning Spear, the Sweet Sweet Cockatoo, Beresford Hammond, those greats who was there from earlier. Yeah.
That's really good. Now, I noticed that with your new album, congrats
Mhm.
on doing your 10th studio album. That's a huge deal,
Yes.
you know.
Mhm.
With your new studio album, I noticed that you've decided to remake one of your songs. You
Yes.
included one of your songs, and you also remade a few other songs. So
Mm-hmm.
talk to us about why you decided to do, a retake on something from years ago in your new album that just was released a few weeks ago.
Well, the whole vibes is that to keep the music alive and to keep the music on a format where which mean the people stay in tune. And why I really do that is just for more than one reason why you see I might recreate other songs and birth other songs, on the album, this album Black Man Time here, because the people request it, and when the people request something from you, it's the people who support you throughout the years, so you have to give the people what they want. So
Mhm.
that is what I really did, more than just give the people what they want. The song Tea Bread is that a song where in which people say, "Oh God, Richie, I think you should do over this song," because it's a song where in which mean speaking right now to the masses, So we put it in tune. Another thing about the song now, we sing it over the ears, and then we find that you sing it every crowd they sing it in, the people sing towards it and sing along, and then some of the words them don't understand what you really say. So break down the beat on a different level, to bring it forward on a slower beat, so the people can tune in and link to the whole vibration.
Yeah, and you had me wondering what was tea bread, by the way.
Hmm. Well, tea bread is a bread like what was here in Jamaica. It's been a long time, but it's like it was a bread that you get for your breakfast in the morning, with a cup of tea.
Ah, so you call it tea bread. Do you dip the bread in the tea as well when you're eating it?
Well, sometimes I do it. I don't know, some people do it. Yeah.
That's pretty cool. And
Mm-hmm.
I noticed that one of the songs you remade was the famous All Night Long by Lionel Richie.
And Lionel Richie, yes. And that song was a song I used to listen to like as a little child growing up, going to school and going to FET and going to Fears. Yeah, I mean, when them song they play, I don't know, you want to look a girl for dances and things. So it was a great song. And then, as we said, we do the research and find out that, Lionel was tapping into the reggae music and, want to be a part of it, and that was the song that he sang, and it turned out to be a massive hit. Yeah, and since we're working on the project, I mean, they keep on playing my events, and I say, let us try it, and see how the people feel about it. So that's how it come along, yeah.
You mentioned wanting to maintain reggae music. What are your thoughts in terms of the evolution of reggae? Do you feel like there isn't enough of the original sound currently?
Yeah, I don't think there's enough of the original sound. That the musicians before and the great artists them before that put out, that form of word sound and the type of beat that they play, because I noticed that majority of the beat then them have to play over, than originate some type of beat like where the like what was there before, to keep that current of music that playing over a beat. Yeah, but yeah, I don't think there's enough. I don't like that. I know that there's a lot of songs putting out, but I don't think probably they're not getting enough, not the amount of attention.
Hmm.
Yeah, but I don't think it's getting enough. But we are putting in what we are putting in right now to make it enough.
Why do you think it's important to maintain that original reggae sound? Because some people may argue that music essentially is supposed to evolve, just like reggae gave birth to dancehall. So why do you think
Well,
it's really important to maintain that sound?
it's very important because why it's so important is because the reggae music is the root of the music, and the root, if you get rid of the root, the branch is going to die. So apparently now, we maintain the root, like keep it flourishing and nurture it and things so it can spread across so the branches can bear.
Right, I understand. I understand. Well said. Now, in the vein of thinking of new age things, you mentioned about the internet and its impact on children in your song Cyber World, which is on your new album Black Man Time.
Mhm.
How do you think that is playing out? Do you think that the internet and having phones constantly around us has had a negative impact on society so far?
Well, I wouldn't say it's negative, because in everything that is negative, there's positive towards it. But sometimes to you use it, you can abuse it, because what I really come up with cyber world now is because we see that it's the cyber business, it really abusing. People really use it, not using it in an abusing way. Where it's mean, when you check it out now, once upon a time, you used to have children when it's mean, they could, you said, yeah, them go to the library and them go to school and, them do the little face to face togetherness and, them pick a book where them can go home and read and, then share it with each others. Again, you find that if you lost for a word, you will say, look it up in the dictionary, you know. So last year, all the eye, so last year, earthquake. Yeah, there's an earthquake shaking right now. Yeah, so
Oh wow.
apparently now you find that the children used to go to the school to the diction to the yeah earthquake that shake now like I said kind of
I know, of course, of course. Do you need a do you need
yeah
some
yeah
time?
yeah. So yeah, you find that children used to go to the library and then they pick a book, the face to face. Somebody want to learn something from the dictionary. You used to go into the dictionary to find out a word. Now that don't happen again, because I want us go to Siri and say, Siri, what is the meaning of getting together or togetherness? Yeah, we used to play gigs, all of those things kind of taking out of the whole thing. You have your children inside of the house, and if you don't mind shot, you don't see them until dinner time or until bedtime time because everybody just in the screen. You know, I mean that togetherness is not there no more. Like
I
gumminess.
understand.
Yeah.
Yeah. How are you so calm when an earthquake just took place?
Yeah, because we are a godly person and we deal with mother nature, that's why it come out in my music likewise, because we stay tuned to nature, we know what nature capable of, so at times we just let she take our course. Yeah.
Nice. That's
Hmm.
dope. That's dope. Yeah, interesting. The earth literally running red during our interview, right?
Yeah, I tell you.
Yeah, wow. So we have touched on a few things. Of course, I absolutely enjoyed your album.
Mhm.
Listening to it definitely gave different versions of you, I found, and that
Mhm.
was nice to hear. And I
Yes.
love that you touched on so many different topics. We mentioned some already. You have a little dance vibe, you have a little love vibe in there, you have societal issues
Mhm.
talking about. So it's definitely an album that I enjoyed listening to, and it sounds like you enjoyed making it. What was that creative process like putting together Black Man Time?
It was a good vibe, man. It was a good vibration because, playing music for the people, I mean, it It fill my heart because I feel happy to know that I'm a person who God give a voice where I can speak out to the people for who cannot speak for themselves or have something that they want to say out and say it out loud. I can speak for them, and then I will listen to the people. So I put out whatever the people say in my music. Yeah, so it give me a joy to know that I can reach out for the people. Yeah.
Very nice, very nice. And we have Patrick Roach here, who is an artist here in Grenada. He says, Richie says, from you lose confidence in yourself, you're like a tree without a root. And he's quoting that because that definitely touched him. And I think that's good. Big up yourself, Roach. I know you have a concert coming up. I love to see it. All the best. It's on Thanksgiving Day, October 25th. All right.
No, no, big up growth. No respect. Hopeful.
Yeah, man, he's doing a good job. And there are a few of other creative people who follow the show. Like this is definitely a space for creatives, not just in Grenada, but the diaspora. But so what would you say as perhaps some words of encouragement for those who's been in the game for a few years, trying to knock down the door with their music and their sound? What would you say to them?
Well, what I'd have to say, to all music people and anyone who trying to make a headway in life, just love what you do. Keep focus on what you are doing. You know, be dedicated. Try work hard. Put God first. And just go out and do what you have to do.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Thank you for that. Now, you've
Mhm.
been fortunate enough to have a very long, successful musical career and still going strong, which I think is a blessing, right?
Mhm.
Is there still something that you would like to accomplish in your career?
Well, always, I always try to accomplish. I'll never stop until I accomplish the whole thing by people come together, people seeing each other as people and treat each other as one people, and that one love vibration, from that time until this time. Yeah.
Yeah. And in one of your songs too, I remember you mentioning the famous verse from the Bible, like, what does it profit a man to gain the world but lose his soul?
Yeah.
So, did you have to take specific steps in your career to ensure that you are true to yourself and true to your soul while being successful? And of course, whether it comes with financial success and otherwise.
Well, me myself, always true to myself. That's why I can stay calm because always be me. And me is me. But never try to be someone else. Because if you try to be someone else, you're going to fake yourself. So always be me. Try to be me and stay closer to me. Yeah.
Yeah. Were
Mhm.
you different when you were a child? Like different from others? Did you stand
I,
out?
I don't know. I just don't know. Well, probably I figured, because, like a band as a whole soul. Yeah.
Yeah. That's
Mhm.
amazing.
Yeah.
Richie Spice, it's been a pleasure talking to you. Thank you so much for spending this time with us and also, I mean, even through an earthquake with us, which is amazing.
Yes, oh my. And I didn't run away. I was about to run, but I said, no, I'm going to just go and hold tight. Yeah.
You kept it together nicely.
Yeah. Yeah. But, yeah, give thanks. It was a pleasure talking to you. Um, Big up yourself, enough respect. It's a pleasure talking to you and pleasure talking to the public. Enough respect. Anyone want to reach out to me, it's one Richie Spice, Twitter, Instagram, whatever. Um, keep on supporting Richie Spice and keep on supporting your good music. Remember the album support Richie Spice, Black Man Time. The album out on our digital platform right now, distributed by Vpal. Yeah, and yeah, we are here hoping to see you soon. Love, respect, love, and our thanks again. Rastafari.
Yes.
Yeah, come
Thank
on,
you
respect.
so much. Have a
Love you.
great one, and we'll
Yeah, yeah.
definitely see you soon.
Respect.
All right.
Yeah, right.
Yes, indeed, y'all. That was the living legend, Richie Spice, live on Upstage. Y'all know how we dizzle right here. So we are definitely going to keep it going. I know we're on a Thursday. It's typically Wednesday. We'll stick with Wednesdays, but we wanted to make sure that we get Richie Spice with you. So, of course, keep the conversation going in the comments and be sure to hit the subscribe button. Make sure you're following if you're on Facebook and subscribe if you're on YouTube. It's Upstage TV Show. Thank you so much. I'm Missy Chrissy. You can follow me on Instagram, msy.chrissy. And of course, make sure you follow Upstage Mass as well for when we are announcing our details for Carnival next year and all the good things that we're doing in the community. So you want to stay tuned for that. All right. I'll see y'all soon. Toodles.